For over half a century, the Amphibious Assault Vehicle, better known as the AAV, has braved surf, sand, and hostile environments to deliver Marines from ship to shore. Designed in the early 1970s, the AAV became an iconic workhorse of the Corps, carrying troops and firepower through some of the most demanding missions imaginable. But time has caught up to this venerable platform. Today, the Marine Corps is writing the next chapter in its amphibious warfare story with a cutting-edge vehicle, the Amphibious Combat Vehicle, or ACV. The next-generation amphibious vehicle. The Amphibious Combat Vehicle is the Marine Corps' next-generation solution for moving Marines from ships at sea to objectives ashore and anywhere else they're needed. Its mission echoes that of the AAV, but its design reflects 50 years of technological advancement. The ACV is slated to be the primary mode of tactical mobility for Marine infantry battalions, offering new capabilities in fire support, protection against modern threats, and unprecedented adaptability for 21st century battlefields. From the troop-carrying personnel variant to the upcoming 30mm gun variant, the ACV family is meant to provide flexibility across a range of mission demands, while ensuring Marines stay protected and lethal, both on land and at sea. Why the ACV matters. The Marine Corps has relied on AAVs since 1972, a time when amphibious warfare doctrine was vastly different. While the AAV served admirably, the threats facing modern Marines are more complex. Hostile forces can deploy advanced anti-armor weapons, drones, and precision munitions that put older vehicles at greater risk. The ACV incorporates cutting-edge armor, modern electronics, and enhanced mobility systems, enabling it to traverse ship-to-shore or shore-to-shore with greater safety and speed. It can support Marines for days in the field, providing organic direct fire to the infantry when they dismount. 4 variants, one family ACV-P personnel variant, carries 3 crew members and 13 Marines, plus 2 days worth of combat equipment. Focuses on delivering Marines safely to the fight while offering robust protection. ACV-C command and control variant, outfitted with advanced communication systems and space for command staff to coordinate complex operations. ACV-R recovery variant, designed to rescue or repair disabled vehicles in combat zones, slated for delivery in fiscal year 2026. ACV-30 30mm gun variant, equipped with a stabilized medium-caliber turret from Kongsberg, providing precise fire support. Initial deliveries are expected in fiscal year 2025. Together, these 4 variants provide the Marine Corps with a comprehensive suite of capabilities for amphibious assault, battlefield command, vehicle recovery, and direct fire support. Program status: from LRIP to full-rate production. The ACV's journey began in June 2018 when it entered low-rate initial production, LRIP. BAE Systems was chosen to deliver the first 30 vehicles in fall 2019. By November 2020, the Marines declared initial operational capability for the ACV, signaling that the vehicle was ready to begin limited deployment and use. Despite pandemic-related delays, the Marine Corps made a full-rate production, FRP, decision in December 2020. Under the current plan, the Marines aim to acquire 632 ACVs, down from an original target of 1,122, thanks to the Corps' Force Design 2030 reforms, which emphasize lighter, more mobile forces. Full-rate production contracts. On March 6, 2023, BAE Systems announced a $256.8 million contract for its third full-rate production lot, covering both the ACV-P and ACV-C variants. Production and support occur at multiple BAE facilities across the United States, underscoring the program's industrial footprint and the level of expertise required to build these sophisticated amphibious vehicles. ACV-30, the new firepower boost. In February 2024, BAE delivered the ACV-30 variant for government testing. Outfitted with a Kongsberg medium-caliber turret, the ACV-30 promises to bring extra firepower to amphibious and ground operations. This remote-controlled system offers stability while traversing uneven terrain, and the fire control technology is designed for accuracy, even in rough seas. With the arrival of the ACV-30, Marines operating close to shorelines and inland will have access to a powerful gun capable of engaging lightly armored targets, fortified positions, and enemy personnel. Amphibious operational mishaps. Like any new platform, the ACV has faced challenges. On July 19, 2022, two ACVs encountered trouble in high surf off the coast of California, one tipping onto its side, another becoming disabled. Marines executed immediate action drills and returned to shore safely, but the incidents prompted a temporary suspension of ACV amphibious operations. The Marine Corps initiated an internal review to assess training procedures, operating limits, and potential vehicle improvements. Back in the water, new surf limits. By September 23, 2022, the ACV resumed open ocean operations. The Corps introduced stricter rules for surf conditions, limiting operations to a significant breaker height of 4 feet. These updated guidelines aim to preserve readiness while ensuring the crew's safety in challenging maritime environments. First overseas deployment, exercise BALIKATAN. 2024, the ACV's capabilities truly went global during exercise. BALIKATAN 2024 in the Philippines, held in May 2024. For the first time, ACVs were deployed overseas, launching from ships, navigating the surf zone, and conducting live-fire drills ashore. Marines from the 15th Marine Expeditionary Unit tested how these vehicles perform during extended operations far from home base, collecting lessons on maintenance, maneuver, and amphibious tactics under real-world conditions. Safety and readiness improvements. By January 2025, Marine Corps leaders emphasized that no vehicle is inherently safe or unsafe. It must be used within its operational limits. For the ACV, those limits include careful monitoring of sea conditions and ensuring that crews receive specialized amphibious training. Looking ahead, the Corps is collaborating with BAE Systems on ways to mitigate corrosion and increase readiness rates. Negotiations are also underway to reduce the price of the 30mm cannon variant, especially critical given recent cost growth and spending restrictions. The impact of reduced procurement, fiscal year 2025 through fiscal year 2026. Budgetary realities have caught up with the ACV program. Due to inflation, the Fiscal Responsibility Act, FRO, and higher than expected vendor proposals, the Marine Corps is reducing planned ACV purchases by 48 vehicles across FY 2025 and FY 2026. These cuts raise important questions. Will the Marines eventually acquire those 48 vehicles in future years? Or is this a permanent reduction? Could fewer ACVs in the near term affect operational readiness, especially for amphibious battalions that rely heavily on these vehicles? Congress. Key oversight questions. As with all major defense programs, Congress plays a pivotal role in funding and oversight. Lawmakers may ask, program and readiness impact. Will a cut of 48 ACVs be reversed in later budget cycles, or is it permanent? Could reduced ACV numbers affect overall operational readiness? And how do Marines plan to address any capability gaps? Lessons from Ukraine. The Ukraine conflict has shown how vulnerable armored vehicles can be to anti-tank guided missiles, ATGMs, armed drones, and loitering munitions. How well can ACVs withstand these evolving threats, both during amphibious landings and in sustained ground combat? Are survivability upgrades or tactics modifications on the table, given what the Marine Corps has observed on modern battlefields? Charting the future of amphibious warfare. The Amphibious Combat Vehicle embodies the Marine Corps' commitment to amphibious operations, an essential tradition that dates back to island-hopping campaigns of the past. Yet it also represents the Corps' vision for the future, a force structured to counter new and unpredictable threats while remaining agile enough to respond at a moment's notice. From the improved protection of its hull to its 30mm gun variant, the ACV reflects a balance between proven concepts of amphibious warfare and lessons drawn from the modern battlefield. Budgetary constraints, operational mishaps, and evolving threats will continue to shape the ACV's final form and deployment schedule. Nevertheless, the Marines are pressing forward, refining tactics, adjusting procurement plans, and incorporating feedback from real-world events. As Congress weighs funding decisions and oversight responsibilities, critical questions remain about the ACV's future. But one thing is clear, this vehicle stands poised to take the Marine Corps' amphibious capabilities into the next decade and beyond, bridging the gap between time-tested traditions and the challenging realities of modern warfare. Thank you for joining us as we explore the story of the Marine Corps' Amphibious Combat Vehicle. Stay tuned for further updates on defense technology, military innovation, and the ever-evolving needs of the modern battlefield right here on Combat Tech.